Hello, today I will be sharing with you how to make a simple face mask with a filter pocket, a nose wire, adjustable straps, and how I easily painted them using fabric paint. For this project, you will need 2 pieces of cotton fabric. I ended up cutting mine to 9 inches by 9 inches, but you can add an inch or 2 onto the length if you have a longer face. Thread, scissors, a metal nose wire, 2 pieces of elastic, mine are each cut to 10 inches, silicone strap adjusters, and fabric paint. I start by taking the coloured fabric and rolling over the raw edge with the nose wire secured inside and pinning into place. I also hemmed the same edge of the white fabric in the same way, just without the wire inside. I then loaded up my sewing machine with matching thread. If you don't have a sewing machine, you can easily do this by hand. It will just take more time. Very carefully I sewed, keeping as close to the fold as possible, making sure I didn't go through the wire. And then, making sure the wire was centered, I sewed and reverse stitched either side of this, just to ensure that the wire stays in the right position when in use. I also ran a stitch down the hem of my white fabric too. Line up your fabrics with the right sides together and pin and sew along the bottom edge. I then positioned my elastics from the inside of my mask and pinned them in place. This is so that when we flip the mask the right way round, everything will be in the correct place. I sewed down each edge and used the reverse button on my sewing machine to go over the elastics multiple times, just to ensure that they were fully secured. If you have an overlocker, you can go over those raw edges to make sure they don't fray, but I simply tucked in my edges and whip stitched this closed. This takes a bit of time, but it definitely is important if you want to create a durable mask that will hold up in the wash. Turn your mask the right way around and then pin 2 or 3 folds and sew along each edge. Finally, I used a pin to help pull the elastic through the silicone tighteners. Now to decorate the masks in a variety of patterns. For the love hearts, I simply splodged some fabric paint and used a pin to modify the shape. I used the same technique with the strawberries and waited for the red to dry before adding the green stalks and the white flecks. I also created some masks of a different style which were much more difficult, took far longer and used more fabric, but I thought I'd show them in here as I created a few different patterns on them. Polka dots are by far the easiest design you can do, but I also used the same dotting technique to create daisies, but make sure you leave the white to dry before adding the yellow, or else the colours may bleed into each other. And that's it, you can now make your very own face mask. They are easily washable in the washing machine. Dependent on your fabric paints, there may be some specifications for temperatures you can wash at, and the filters are easily available to purchase online and pop into your mask filter pocket. Thank you for watching, and I hope you found it useful.